It's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos. Coming up next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And off we go from Denver. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. A good position to be in here, second and inches. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Hurts. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Up the middle with Barkley. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 46 yards for Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Nix to the air. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. To throw, here's Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Throwing Nix. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. Lutz good on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Barkley inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come out in the pistol. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Bronco 80, 79 Bronco. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Take go.
Here's Nix. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now it's Nix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's a give to Barkley.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Hurts picked by his old teammate in Oklahoma, Nick Benito.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw is Nix. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Credit good coverage there in the pass breakup to Pat Surtain.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some extra.
And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. This now a 3rd and 4. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there as the is winding down, and the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Hurts picked by his old teammate in Oklahoma, Nick Bonito. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go. Check.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High, with Charles Davis. And off we go from Denver. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to keep it himself.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
T. Higgins,
39 yards.
And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive.
And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get. Conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
To the right side, he's got Bailey.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Back to the air with Nix. That's taken in by Franklin.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Nix to the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
Ready. Mustang 19. Check go.
Nix to throw again. He'll drop this down to Williams. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with... Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11 MT.
From midfield now, Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here we go.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. The tight end in motion right. This is Brown going up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, 24 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 53 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here we go.
Now Burrow.
This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's Nix.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense is all over, continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Nix.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
On 1, ready?
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Gun. Got.
An inside give, Brown. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 5. Right back to Brown. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
On one, right?
Second down and 8.
Here we go.
Handing it off to Brown. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
here we go.
That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's 2nd and 3. They give it to Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And a loose football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As now we send you. We now. Start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They throw it out right complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's Nix once more.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check go.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
A 4th down Pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on third down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a fourth down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
Throwing Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Nix eluding the pressure right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Here's 3rd and 10. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
And now an audible here into something else.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going. It's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Burrow will throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's a give to Brown. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Denver's offense now set to go.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On 2, ready? Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Now a carry for Brown. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown.
Here we go.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
A run here with Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
11, 90. Thomas.
They'll run it here with Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Done.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. This is Brown on the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Bronco defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
11.
Another run for Brown on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
31 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
McPherson on for the point after.
At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Nix from the shotgun.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Brown. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Well, plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Burrow.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Burrow.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 11.
Now Burrow.
Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
To throw, Burrow.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I'm fine, ready? Here we go.
Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This quick pass complete to Sutton.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking.